Alright, in this video I want to talk about the word Gentiles. The word Gentiles is first found in the book of Genesis, chapter 10 and verse 5. And it is in direct reference to the people of Japheth, Japheth being the eldest son of Noah. If you take a look at verse 5 of Genesis chapter 10, it mentions the isles of the Gentiles. What is an isle? An island. It mentions the islands of the Japhethites. That's another word for Gentiles, a Japhethite. Japhethite, Gentile, same thing. Okay? And what are their islands? It's right here. Go up a verse. Javan. That is modern day Greece. Tarshish. That's modern day Spain. Kittim. That's modern day Cyprus, right off the coast of Israel. It is those islands or isles that verse 5 is referring to. The islands of the Gentiles, who are none other than the people of Japheth. A lot of people like to use the word Gentiles and throw everybody that is a non-believer in that category, but that is a sure way to get confused when you read the scriptures. It doesn't describe the people of Ham as being Gentiles. No, the scriptures do not do that. They would fall under the category of a heathen, which would be probably the lowest type of non-believer you could find. Because a lot of the Hamites went astray during the times of the Tower of Babel. They're the ones who were creating all that mess. A Gentile is more or less somebody that's just not acquainted with the Most High, but can be reformed. A heathen is just somebody that rejects the ways of the Most High and wants to go and do evil. So a Gentile is specifically referring to a descendant of Japheth, a European, to put it in modern terms. Here you see a map of the territories that were given to each one of the sons of Noah. You can see that Japheth, his eldest son, was given the north, which is Europe. You see Javan on the map. That would be modern-day Greece. You see Kittim. That would be modern-day Cyprus, right off the coast of Israel. And Tarshish, to your top left corner, that would be modern-day Spain and Portugal. So, the Japhethites, aka the Gentiles, were given Europe as an inheritance. And that is where Paul was sent to in order to convert and reform the people of Japheth, who are also known and called, according to Scripture, the Gentiles. This is a map of the churches the Apostle Paul wrote letters to. As you can see, these churches are located in what is today known as Europe. That's right. The Apostle Paul was sent into this area in these regions in order to convert, reform, and evangelize the people there, who were none other than the people of Japheth, also called the Gentiles in Scripture. It was prophesied in the Old Testament that salvation would come unto the Gentiles, and it is confirmed in the New Testament or New Agreement. This is the territory that Paul was sent to and beyond. This is the territory that was given to Japheth and his descendants as an inheritance. Today, we call that area Europe. You can also read about the Apostle Paul wanting to go to Spain in order to convert the people there. There's mention of that in the writings he wrote to the Romans. Also in the Old Testament, it says that the name of the Almighty would reach the isles or islands afar off, meaning the islands that are beyond what you see here on screen. So, whenever you read about the times of the Gentiles in the Bible, you should be already informed that we are in the times of the people of Japheth, the people that are prospering at this point in time. We've had the civilization of Ham fall because of their rebellion during the times of the Tower of Babel. Black people were at the helm. Then we had Israel, the 12 tribes, prospered for a short while. They were also brought down because of their folly. And now we have the Gentiles at the top of the heap, along with other heathen nations prospering. And we know that those times are coming to an end quickly. Also, the people of Japheth have let things go by the wayside. So, it's time to put the smackdown on them, with the exception of those that have converted and reformed themselves to the ways of the Almighty. Here's another verse that more or less references the time of the Gentiles. This verse says the fullness of the Gentiles, meaning the required amount of converts of these Gentiles that needs to be achieved before their time comes to an abrupt end. The fullness of their time, the fullness of those that are going to convert over into the faith that are of the people of Japheth, and even those that aren't. So yeah, we are in the time of the Gentiles, and people wonder why things are whitewashed. Well, we are in the time of Japheth, the European.